surprise now, I guess. It's open.
Welcome, BTS commentary of Empires with May, Paco, and
Yes.
Austin. How'd it go?
Man, it was great. Better than the Browns' chance at going to the Super Bowl.
Oh, strong.
Real strong.
Yeah.
They just fired their coach.
Yeah, I saw that.
And Cleveland Cavaliers just fired their coach.
Yeah, it's a new world in Cleveland.
I mean, maybe the cloud will go away.
Maybe. Probably
the
not.
rain cloud.
Probably not, but, it happens.
The Browns are football, right?
The Browns are football, yep.
And,
What is that?
And poo.
Yep.
Two things the Browns are known for,
two
which
things.
are really synonymous in Cleveland, I guess, football and the poo.
Oh, so sorry.
You think LeBron is a Browns fan? Oh, wait. Does he play for Cleveland anymore?
No.
Oh, wait.
No.
Yeah, I think
That's
he
a
is.
technical.
Was that a big deal? That was a big deal,
I
wasn't
think he's a Browns fan. I would say so.
it? Okay.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah, being from Ohio.
I think he's a Space Jam fan.
You think he's a Bugs Bunny fan or more
totally.
of a Daffy Duck guy?
Are they going to do Bugs Bunny in the new Space Jam?
I hope so.
Like the Looney Tunes?
Just
Are they gonna?
remaking
Are
all
they
the
gonna?
classics, huh?
Are they gonna put in like Phineas and Ferb instead, like New Generation? Something
Yeah.
like that. I don't know.
That could be fun. All right, so we're talking Rome, Empires.
Romeo.
It's the last week of us
Yeah.
being together talking
This is
about it.
it.
Any great insights?
Nope, that was it.
I gave you all I had. I gave you everything
We
I
go to
had.
the bathroom again.
No, seriously though, favorite moment of the series, the film. Favorite moment for you guys?
Everyone looks at me. I just
Well-
had snot come out of my mouth. This is crazy. That's a good question.
It sounded like you had something you were going to say, but just go with
My
it.
favorite moment from this, I'll tell you what. I mean, one thing I might have said this in the series. I don't remember if I said this or not, but community. I think, I mean, it was such a. I feel like we kind of glazed over it a little bit in the series, but it was really fun to just sit and have dinner together.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I know we had dinner before we had the pasta on screen.
Yeah.
That for me was like, I mean, we just sat and we ate together and we just laughed a lot.
Yeah.
I think for me that was something in my personal life where, my wife and I I feel like we had one kid in 2017. We just had one this year, and it's just kind of been like a thing of like, hey, like, are we going to make room for people in our lives, and are we going to, pursue a bigger community or group setting? And for me, I feel like I got conviction out of that when we were eating together, and I got like a refueling of sorts.
Good.
Yeah,
That's great.
My favorite thing, I think my favorite thing was when we saw all those mini trucks and we got one.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't planned. I love the spontaneous stuff. And
Yeah.
so it was fun because it seemed like it probably wasn't likely that we'd get it.
Yeah.
And then it all just kind of worked out, and I don't know, it was just really fun.
That
Being
happened with a
squeezed
lot
in
of
with
those.
a gigantic Italian man
Yeah.
in a one-seater scooter. I will never forget that. And
Yeah.
I just remember afterward we were so amped. Like
Yeah.
I could have I don't know, done something that requires
Lots of
strength.
cartwheels. Lots of cartwheels.
If
on
I
the
could
road.
do a cartwheel,
Yeah.
I'd be doing lots.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think one of
it's
my
fun.
favorite moments was watching you drive the mini truck. I think that was
Really?
fun. Oh, I mean, you had a great time. The joy on your face was just absolutely like so pure and so like 1,000%. It was a good time.
Oh, man.
I think there's a lot of really good moments I could think of. I think my favorite thing about doing Empires was charting new territory. So like, I think we live in a culture where we're bombarded with media stuff. And so it's not hard for you to go find really great content, right? You're 2 clicks away from like Netflix or Hulu or whatever. But to think through the lens of like, hold on a second, a church took the risk to send a team over there and put that thing together, and the quality that each piece came out with, I think people might not realize just how groundbreaking that is until later in life, until later like down the road. Because it is really groundbreaking, like that quality that we put out, all of us, and what that series means to just kind of the status quo that we live in. A lot of times in the States, we just think the world revolves around us. It's like, yeah, everything's about us. It's like, no, hold on a second. right now it might be about you, but when you think about the lens of eternity, like, so it's a game changer for a lot of people, and for a lot of folks, it's the first time they've ever been exposed to that kind of thinking of like, wait a second, like, everything except for Jesus will pass.
Right.
And so our risk going out there and just what that series stood for, I think, was really inspiring and exciting to be a part of the team that helped put that together.
Well, and the long game mentality, like, you know, there's an illustration I think that BT did for I forget when that was. It was last year sometime. But there was this big rope that came down from the rafters, and there was like this little black piece of tape that wrapped around it, and he was like, you know, if you look at this from the lifespan, you know, we focus so much on this little bit of time that we have, and we don't see the grand scheme of things. We don't see, and when you're playing Kingdom, like when you're playing Kingdom mentality, you're playing the long game. You're playing for keeps, not for temporary.
Yeah.
And that's a strong thing to recommend.
For sure. A lot of great things. What about difficult things? What kind of difficult things do you guys remember from putting this whole thing together?
I want to know what your answer is to that first.
Oh, difficult things?
Difficulty.
Oh, yeah. I think a couple difficult things. One was managing the expectations, because like I wanted to do it all in one day. Like, just drop me in the middle of a foreign land, not knowing the language, just let me run until I run out of gas.
Right.
That was kind of difficult. Pacing myself, I think that's just like a difficult thing for me in general. I think secondly was I didn't get the room with my wife, so that was a little difficult.
Because I did.
Yeah. So the way the rooms broke out, broke out, like there was only 2 girls on the trip, so it didn't make sense to buy an extra hotel room,
Right.
rather than have the 2 girls room together.
Right.
So, yeah. But if those are the 2 worst things, I think I'm doing okay.
Yeah.
We made it.
You did make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You literally did make it because you have a child on the way.
Yeah. With God.
There you go. I mean, like what you said, the great thing was that it was totally new, and the hard thing was that it was totally new. So there weren't necessarily expectations for what it would look like, but there wasn't a template either. So it was exciting and difficult to be totally breaking new ground and trying something that we've never tried before.
Yeah.
But in a great way. It just it wasn't easy. So it was difficult, but not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was hard, but really great, really fun.
I mean, some long days. I mean, they were. I would say they were definitely like three like 10-hour plus days. 12. Maybe, there was at least one 12-hour day. I kind of forget about that. You know, because you get set into so many rhythms and stuff, and to put yourself in a totally different culture. I mean, you're with people, you know, but you're making something.
Yeah.
You're making something from the ground up. That's difficult, man.
For sure. All right. Favorite meal from the trip? Okay, now not favorite. How about most memorable? Most memorable meal from the trip.
Mine's that bourbon bacon pizza.
Yeah, with the fries and the flames on it.
The flames.
That you gave to the cat.
Dude, I got the cat
That's right.
wonderfully happy. He got wonderfully happy off of that.
My most memorable, not the best, was when we went to McDonald's and tried all the different stuff.
Yeah.
I remember that.
That was the most memorable.
Yeah, the McDonald's nuggets that they had over there, they weren't chicken, first of all, so they're vegetable nuggets,
Right.
which is totally not the right way to do nuggets. and then they tasted like vegetables. So I'm like, how would you fry a vegetable? The point of frying stuff is to make it taste like batter, right?
I mean, that was straight up American, though. You fry the vegetables,
Yeah.
man? That's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah.
America, right?
That was a memorable meal, though, just walking into McDonald's and being like, this feels like home, except for everything's in Italian.
Right.
They had terrific croissants.
Yeah?
I felt
McDonald's?
terrible.
McDonald's.
In Italy?
They did,
Nice.
yeah.
There was a dish we had a couple of times. Well, I had it pretty much every night after I realized what it was. It was melon, like cantaloupe, with meat wrapped in it. Oh,
The prosciutto.
bro, I've been thinking about that.
That was good.
It's a staple.
It's so good. It's so good.
Do it.
You could do that here.
Yeah, here's the thing.
Okay.
I don't know what kind of meat that was.
Prosciutto.
That's the meat.
Spell it.
Prosciutto.
Okay, text it to me.
All right.
Done.
Challenge. Challenge.
Accepted. Yeah, those were good. And the
Carbonara was great, too.
except for the last one, wherever
The
we
very
went
last
the very
one?
last time, it just was like, hey, what happened to this?
Oh, we switched the restaurant one night. Every night we went to the same restaurant. It was what, like 2-3 blocks away.
Yeah.
We got relegated to the basement because we were loud.
We were loud.
Can you imagine going to a restaurant on like a date and like 20-something U.S. people come walking in there all kind of loud, celebratory, with our chants and our miles cards and everything?
We didn't do that. But we did. No, just kidding.
Oh, boy.
I came in like Hulk Hogan. I was just like,
Tore your shirt.
yeah, tore my shirt.
Biggest learning from doing this and being part of putting this together?
Biggest I mean, you probably have this in your individual roles, this thought, but I mean, like, you cannot create something great by yourself. I mean, it takes team, and you have to lean into everyone's specific skills, and you even become a better person by seeing them flourish in theirs. You know, like the video stuff, like Dave, who was on the main camera the whole time. I mean, that thing is huge.
Yeah.
And I mean, to see the quality picture that he got from that. I mean, even seeing Tyler going around with, just little things and getting the behind the scenes type of footage, little transition things. I mean, like, I couldn't do that, and so you have to lean into team.
Yeah,
that's a big thing.
Solid.
I learned that I really like the teaching aspect of things, and I think I was nervous about that, but I learned a lot watching you do it, and it was cool for us to kind of talk back and forth about what we wanted to teach, but I really enjoyed that, and I think I'd like to do more of that.
More teaching. Nice. Yeah, the collaboration of projects like this are super cool because you get the experts in every field,
Yeah.
So you got BT there to kind of set the standard for what we're gonna say. You've got the technical people there that are like just world class at what they do. And we're like, all right, watch what they do, write it down, okay, replicate, that kind of thing. That was really cool. I think the second thing that was a huge learning for me was like I think about in Rome. I would think about like, man, years ago this was the spot. Like, this was the spot. And so I wonder, like, what does Silicon Valley look like, in 100 years? What does New York City look like in 100 years? Those kinds of things. And it helps me appreciate the longevity of the kingdom of God, but it also helps me appreciate just the right now. Like, what a time to be alive. What a spot to be alive in. So how blessed we are to be where we are.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool.
That's great.
So what do you hope people take away from this thing?
I think just the reorientation that we've had of people talking about the kingdom and being oriented toward that, thinking about, like you said, the long game. That's what I want people to be thinking about.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm not a great teacher because that was pretty...
They're like, what did she say? Yeah, that feels right. Yeah. Be confident. Be confident.
Oh, right.
Well, and
stare the camera down afterwards. There it is.
Oh,
People believe you.
Nice.
Was that the right camera?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Sorry. The camera's back there. Sorry.
I mean, I wonder how many, like, if you got on Amazon right now, you Googled, I don't know, time management or so, like, you'll probably get like 1 million self-help books, like so many.
Yeah.
But I think there's an aspect of being like we like to be in control of a lot of different things. We like to think like, oh, I'm gonna wake up at this time, I'm gonna go work out, then I'm gonna go and do like productivity, and thinking about what does productivity in the kingdom of God look like. I think it's quite the opposite of what we make it, and it's a lot of following. It's a lot of sacrifice, and I just think about all that stuff, just like if you're going to take away something, just consider what it might be like to be the opposite of what you are right now.
Yeah. Cool. I forgot the question. I was going to answer it. I wanted to, but I forgot the question. Do you remember it?
The end
What do
game.
you want people to take away?
What do you want people to take away from this thing? I want them to subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's number one. Also, I think I want people to take away that anything, no matter what it is, no matter the hype, no matter the magnitude, no matter whatever it might be, anything other than Jesus will eventually fade.
Yeah.
That is the number one thing, that we build our foundation on the rock that is Jesus, and that's it. Everything else is sinking sand. And doesn't mean that those other things aren't good. Those other things are really good, but if you build your life on that thing, it will eventually fail you. That's what people learn.
That's great.
And that people use sponges on sticks when they went
To-
to
Yes.
Too.
Yeah. I want them to understand.
I just did that.
Yeah.
It's
I,
crazy.
I didn't have a sponge, so yeah.
Yeah, I had vinegar. No,
That's what that smell
Oh,
is.
God.
There it is. There it is. All right, final words.
Where are we going next?
West Virginia.
Mount Mama.
Oh my God.
Take me home.
That's going to be in my head for the rest of the day. I love that song.
Country roads, man.
Yeah, man.
John Denver. Johnny
That's my
D?
guy. Johnny D.
Jay Denver?
Jay Denver. I call him JD.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're on
You guys are on another level.
Yeah. Where do you want to go next?
Let's go to Australia.
I want to show kids Israel.
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 That could be cool.
I do.
That could be cool.
No, I've already been. I want to go somewhere else.
Yeah, where?
Let's go to Russia.
Russia. Nice. Nice.
Wow.
I got to think bigger. I was thinking like the Grand Canyon, but you guys are like, let's go to different countries.
Ooh, the
and-
Grand Canyon. Yeah,
yeah, that could be fun. That could be fun.
Grand Canyon.
I'm down.
Yeah, you guys down?
I mean,
Yeah, let's go.
let's ride a donkey.
In the Grand
You
Canyon?
can do that, can't you?
With that,
How much do you think that costs to ride a donkey?
Dude,
in the
how
Grand
much?
about
Down on the Grand Canyon?
$85.
Really?
Did you know that donkeys are one of the only animals that can see all four of their feet at the same time, or something like that?
What?
That's why they're great at.
What?
That's why they're great at
Fact
going
check.
down into
Let's
the
fact
canyon.
Fact check this.
Fact check.
How many
That's
feet
why
can
they're
donkeys
great.
see at once?
How many?
Because they can see all their 4 feet, and so they're very sure-footed when they're going
Oh,
down.
when they're going up. That's why they're
Oh.
great for the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
Makes sense. What's your favorite farm animal?
Mine? Oh,
Sorry.
farm animal. If it was just regular animal, I'm an elephant guy. I love elephants, but maybe there's an elephant farm. I don't know.
I mean, I'm sure.
But in terms of farm animals, I'll probably go with the rooster.
The rooster. Tell me
Like-
more.
Wow.
The rooster. I mean, well, one, it is a natural alarm clock.
Yeah.
that is amazing.
God's alarm clock. The
Dude,
rooster.
when I was a kid,
Edible
I used to
alarm
have
clock.
this little
God's edible alarm
magic
clock.
school bus alarm clock, and it was a rooster going cock-a-doodle-doo, and it stopped working, and my mom, I lift up one floor, and so my mom would call up the stairs. She'd go, "Us, cock-a-doodle-doo!" That would be my.
I want an
wake
alarm
up.
clock of you making the rooster noise. That's
Dude,
what
I could do
that
that.
would wake me up.
I could do that.
Oh man.
Can
It's
we
true.
end on one of you doing an impression of Job from Arrested Development and his chicken impression? Remember that?
I don't remember that.
Well, that was a real downer. It was something
I want to know.
like he goes, "Go, cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo." There it is. Yeah.
Oh.
Anyway.
What?
Oh yeah!
There it is.
All right.
It's been a great, great run. Favorite farm animal on the way out?
Chicken.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Chicken.
Let's do that again. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
It's chickens.
Time. Great.
All right, there it is. BTS commentary, May, Paco, Austin. See you guys in the Grand Canyon, or Russia, or Israel, or West Virginia. See you next time. Bye.